Stress. A lot of people think that stress is actually a bad thing. There is a point of no return where the stress gets too great, but could it be that some stress is actually okay and we're missing out?
The Voices of Victory podcast show.
Voices of Victory.
Vision.
Voices of Victory.
Leadership.
Voices of Victory.
Workplace-related topics.
The Voices of Victory.
Voices of Victory. Voices of Victory. Voices of Victory.
It's time for the show. You are now listening to the Voices of Victory podcast show.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mario Di Leone.
Hello, my name is Mario Di Leone and the Voices of Victory podcast show. Today we're going to talk about the impact of chronic stress and what can we actually do to regulate it. It seems like such a mundane, boring ass topic, but I want you to know it's a little more critical than you could imagine. It's a little more important than you think it is. It's a little more exploratory. So follow along today because I'm going to go over why it's critical. We do now live in a hyper-connected, ultra fast-paced world. Fast car, fast food, fast streaming, fast internet, fast this, fast that, and fast to the bathroom after a fast meal. And guess what? Chronic stress has literally become the next silent epidemic. But it's not just about being busy or just burned out and overwhelmed. We have to take a good hard look at how prolonged stress actually is reshaping your brain. What it actually does to your immune system, it weakens it. And it's directly connected to depression, anxiety, heart disease, and guess what? Even cognitive decline. But there's something that's missing in public in regards to the understanding of this. Is that stress isn't just a feeling. It is a biological and neurological process. And guess what? If you don't keep it under wraps and manage it, it's going to alter how you actually think, alter how you feel, and of course, alter how you behave. What people need to know is that stress is not all bad. Acute stress, the short-term version, it can be functional, it can be useful, it can actually enhance your performance. There is a certain amount of stress that's actually okay. But when the stress is constant, it's chronic, the brain gets stuck in this survival mode. And then we get what we call cortisol overload. So simply put, cortisol is a hormone and it's produced by the good old adrenal glands, which are located on top of the kidneys. And I'm here to tell you that with this cortisol overload, it definitely impairs our memory. Emotional regulation is impacted. Decision-making in children and young adults is also impacted. So emotional regulation skills are really important, like mindfulness, using the prefrontal cortex of the brain, executive function, and guess what? Reframing your thoughts, taking that thought and reframing it from one meaning to another. And the deep breathing is important, and we have to regulate our nervous system. These are not just self-help tips. They're essential cognitive practices that you can use as a tool. Social connection, when we connect with each other, is a buffer. Isolation increases stress reactively. It's no wonder why people go into isolation before suicide. I believe the body keeps the score. As trauma expert Bessel van der Kolk writes, and he states, unprocessed stress and trauma stay in the body and affect health long after the stressful events are over. Isn't that interesting? So what does actually matter now? Well, it matters. It matters because we're facing all of these instabilities and uncertainties that amplify the background stress that's there for most people. Teens and young adults, they're showing record level highs of anxiety, much of which is tied to social media and the constant performance pressure. So without understanding stress and how to actually regulate it, people are more prone to burnout. They're also more prone to polarized thinking, thank you to social media, and addictive behaviors and even violence. So if there's one psychological truth that the world really needs to know right now, it's this: learning to understand and regulate our stress response, not just as some fun self-help wellness tool, but it is becoming a global survival skill. Because that little chemical cocktail in your body, it lasts way longer than any of the other events that have caused it. And it lingers. And when it lingers, guess what? It's going to impact you. at some point. Under the radar, it will start impacting your organs, impact all parts of your body. I think we have to look at the bigger picture. Have a great day. See you on the next episode.